Hello, hello, hello. I'm back again. Your main, the real Bill Real. Woo! Folks, I want to explain to you what's been going on the last few, about 10 months or so. Greg Schiano is from the old school, the school of hard knocks. He speaks of bowing your neck. He speaks of being physical, aggressive. He speaks of sacrifice. And he believes in hard hitting, which is what the game of football was founded on. Good hard-nosed tackles. Well, on the other hand, you have Roger Goodell, who is the commissioner of the NFL. And recently, the NFL had to settle with a few former players concerning the concussions and the effects of the hits that they took to the knees, to the hips, to the head, you name it. Basically, the former players are testifying to the fact that the game of football is violent. Now, there's only one way that you could ever eliminate these injuries in the future. And that would call for a total change of the rules. Yes, I do mean that the only way that you're never going to have to worry about a guy getting his knees blown out, because if he can't hit you high, where else can he hit you? Okay? Come on. You can't go low, you can't go high. Where can you hit him? The point I'm making is, if you got rid of all contact in football, you would never have to really worry about, lots of injuries, turf toe, whatever, you name it, a litany of injuries that arise from the violent nature of the game. But since they are not planning to do away with the tackling, and they're not looking to get rid of their cash cow, they're not looking to get rid of the helmets or the shoulder pads or any of the other pads that a football player can wear, Roger Goodell has taken it upon himself to go after Greg Schiano and the Buccaneers. And let me explain to you why he has chosen to do so. Last year, in the game against the Giants, the Buccaneers went up to New Jersey, played them there. They lost 41-34. At the end of the game, the Buccaneers lined up in an attempt to jar the ball loose, a play that had worked in college for Greg Schiano before. Tom Coughlin, Roger Goodell, and a few other NFL people, shall I say, took great offense to this. How dare you attempt to bring something from college into the pros? As if nothing from the pros ever comes from college, okay? I just want to tell you how asinine this is. So they said, you know what? We don't like that. We don't like that you chose to call a play that could have worked, and it could have gotten the ball back from you, and it could have won the game against our golden boy. Okay, remember now, Eli Manning had just won the Super Bowl the year before. Okay, so Roger Goodell said, okay, I don't like that. That ticked me off. I'm going to go ahead and stick my officials on you. Well, Greg Schiano said, okay, well, go ahead and stick your officials on me because that play is totally legal. I didn't do anything wrong by telling my guys to, hey, play aggressively through the whole entire game until it says 0-0-0, right? So later on during the season, the Buccaneers played the Broncos. I believe the Broncos won that game also. And at the end of the game, they had to be at least about a touchdown away from the Broncos. Greg Schiano told his defense, hey, they're about to do the victory formation on you. You see if you can jar that ball loose and get it back for us. Okay? Because we believe in playing to the last snap. Like any coach should. Coaches seem to be. So that drew the ire of Roger Goodell and people in New York. Okay? So when that happened, basically Roger Goodell and Greg Schiano were involved in a full-blown pissing match. The Bucs ended up being 7-9. I'm pretty sure that in the mix of that, final stretch where they started out 6-4, I'm pretty sure somewhere in the midst of that, they went down by record losses. And I'm pretty sure by now, looking at the first 2 games of the season, that was aided by the officials. Let me make something clear to you, okay, that you need to understand. I don't care how good you are as a quarterback. I don't care how good your offensive line is. I don't care how good your running back is. I don't care how good the coaches are. I don't care how good the players are. I don't care how fast they are. They can all be negated by the officials. You can get a kickoff return. First kickoff, guy runs it all the way back, up, blocking in the back, holding, offsides. Yeah. This can be called on every play. They don't even have to give you a replay of it. They don't even have to put it on the Jumbotron. They don't need to tell you, the fan, or show you what they call. Hey, it's holding. It's indisputable. Look at the terms they use. Illegal. Come on, this is a game. How the heck can something be illegal? This is a game. See? These are the little code words that they use. Okay? Because the NFL is totally corrupt. It's run by organized crime. And if you think any different, you believe that planes brought down the Twin Towers with jet fuel. You believe the third building that went down, it went down just because it was just sad that day. There was so much loss that day. Hey, I'm just going to go down into the rubble. Nobody put any explosives in me. That's what you have to believe. If you really believe that the Bucs are that undisciplined, if you think that Revis is unhappy with Schiano, if you think Josh Freeman is seeking a trade, you think a guy that's 30th in passing is seeking a trade somewhere? Who wants you? The point I'm making is that the NFL works hand in hand with the press. They work hand in hand with the officials. It's all a sham. It's all a scam to the people that pay money to go sit up in the stands and watch this garbage. I've even said, I was joking around and I said the Bucs need to make a mockery, which is why I went ahead and make this video today. I say the Bucs need to show up. They need to kick the ball off to the Patriots. They need to let the Patriots run it in for a touchdown. When the Patriots run it in for a touchdown, the Bucs need to turn around and clap as they're walking off the field. When they come out on offense, the Buccaneers need to throw the ball to the Patriots defenders. When they go to run the ball, they need to intentionally fumble the ball. When they're on defense, when Tom Brady throws a pass, if they intercept the pass, they need to toss the pass back to the Patriots. When the guy is running the ball, they need to move out the way and allow him to run into the end zone. If they did that, which I know they never would, but if they did that, could you imagine how that would piss off Roger Goodell? Do you realize how they would screw the spread up? Come on. You would then be able to see how phony NFL football is, how corrupt it is, how it's based on gambling and point spreads. And it's right now a pissing match between Roger Goodell and Greg Schiano. I say that because Deshaun Golson has been suspended for one game. The most potent defensive weapon that the Buccaneers have, the guy who's supposed to eye Tom Brady, who's supposed to pick him off, who's supposed to lick off his little rookie receivers, he gets to be suspended for that game because of incidental contact with Darren Sproles. Anybody who saw that play could tell you that was not an intentional targeting, spearing, leading with the head, no type of way. The same way the Adrian Claiborne sack fumble on Drew Brees was not illegal, but they called it illegal. So I would love to see the Buccaneers make a total mockery of the NFL. Total mockery. When the Patriots score, take your helmets off, run into the end zone, and congratulate them. Totally make a mockery of it. And I realized, too, they were giving Schiano the business in New Jersey. When the headphones weren't working, the Patriots do the same trick. So watch this coming up. They're going to do the exact same. We can't hear the headphones because they have something that can interfere with the headphones there at the stadium. Yes, this is a dirty business. Don't think that they're playing fair. So Bucs, hey, Greg Schiano's getting paid whether or not they win or lose or tie or draw there in Foxborough. Josh is getting paid. The defense is getting paid. Dougie's getting paid. V-Jack's getting paid. Mike Williams, everybody's getting paid. Who cares? You guys are caring too much, and that's the reason why they're screwing you over. You need to show the NFL, I don't give a crap, dude. I don't give a crap. There's no rule in the book that says you cannot escort the opponent into the end zone. Who cares? You're not going to be able to win games. They're calling back your touchdowns. They're calling back your fumbles. When you turn the ball over, when you jar the ball loose. I saw a guy in the game the other day when he was playing against the Saints. They picked the guy up the back. The guy fumbled the ball. They say he was down by contact while the guy was in the air. The guy was in the air and lost the ball, and they say he was down by contact. I see so much foolery in the NFL. And it all goes back to the fact that Greg Schiano dared to go at NFL royalty. We're speaking of none other than Eli Manning and Peyton Manning. That's what happened. I haven't seen any dirty plays. I haven't seen any of the Buccaneer players do anything that has warranted any fines. Nothing that happened in New Jersey when they played the Jets should have been fined. Geno Smith did all that acting on his own. If you are close to the sidelines, yes, you do deserve a shove out of bounds. This is football, guys. These are grown men. Their job is to stop you from advancing. So anybody who says, oh, the Bucs suck. Oh, the Bucs, they're undisciplined. They're imploding. Bullspit. It's made to look like that because Roger Goodell has a hard-on for Greg Schiano. And he wants to destroy him and his team in the process and make his team look dysfunctional. So, Josh, I implore you, throw 15 interceptions this coming week. Defense, I want you to allow 1,000 yards. I want you to applaud when the Patriots kick field goals and score touchdowns. I want you to kick the ball out of bounds. I want them having the ball at the 40 every down. Defenders, that D-line, you let them run right up the middle. You show them you don't care. You show them that it's fake. Why are you putting effort into it when they're cheating you out of everything that you're doing? Take your check and go home. Say, I don't give a crap about this game. You're not going to allow us to win anyway. You already got the winner already figured out anyway. You already know what teams you want to go because those teams are allowed to hold. Those teams are allowed to cop block, shot block. Those teams are allowed to do all types of illegal things because that's the way it's already planned out. Finding Deshaun Goldson for incidental contact is the same thing as taking away a point from a boxer for hitting too hard. Why do you have helmets on? Why do you have shoulder pads on? Why do you have other pads on? You're in a contact sport. The other guy, his job is to knock you down to the ground to make sure that you cannot advance anymore. And to take this NFL serious, talking to you Buccaneers, is actually disrespecting your own self. If they're making a mockery of you, you make a mockery of them. That's all I got to say. Thank you for your time.